This isn't much of a update or anything really, but I like to keep my water level lowered. So I watched a couple YouTube videos and I saw a cool way to lessen my flow. So if I can show this, because my phone's charging, so it's plugged into a cord. But let me clear this up a little bit. You can probably see it back here. That's my water flow. And I'm just gonna show real quick, if I can reach it while I'm charging my phone, how I did this. All this is a water bottle. I just took a little water bottle, chopped off the top and the bottom to the length to fit. Put this part under here, cup this part over the top, and since this one had a bent shape instead of straight like most, I just took this other little piece that I had cut out from it and I stuck it here because it has a little overflow trickle right there. So I just blocked that with this. If I can do this one hand. Now, just get it in there, try to kind of get it just right. You might have to push it so it's going kind of up, so the flow has to go through. So the flow's kind of coming up under it, and it's coming through, and it's kind of dropping off to the sides and in the back. If you can see this. So, but I'll have to mess with it a little bit so that it doesn't make drippy sounds, but I like to have a low water level because I have a pothos plant in here floating, and probably can't really see what I'm doing very well. It's hard to do things one-handed for video, but yeah, just like to keep that floating on the top. I'm trying to get those roots back in there. I'm left-handed, but I'm used to doing most things like this with my right hand. The leaves can't all be under the water or they'll die off, so I try to kind of drape them onto the jungle valves so that the roots, so that the leaves are kind of above the water and the roots are kind of into the water. There we go. Duckweed on my hand. This has worked out pretty well for the pothos plant up here. So this water level didn't lower like this on its own. I had it to about here and left it, and it lowered from here to here. And if your water level constantly lowers, don't forget you can't just keep filling it back up because junk builds up and nitrates in here, and over time, while that stuff builds up in here, if you just keep adding back fresh water here, you're adding clean water from here to here, but tiny little bits, like if you get 1% dirty in here and then add 10% back clean, you still have that 1% in there. You just diluted it to like maybe a 0.5%. And then if it keeps lowering on its own and you keep refilling it back without taking water out. So when I do a water change, I'll top this thing off a couple of times. And it goes out a little bit more because it's summertime right now. Sometimes I have the door open, but yeah, I still will. So I'll end up having to drain 2.5 gallons and then fill 5 gallons sometimes, but it keeps it cool. Like, you know, they're happy and clean in there. They're doing okay. I trimmed down the red plants a little bit down here. They were getting kind of bushy and messy in there, so a little bit of a bare spot in there. My elephant that I put in here, he has white spots now because apparently he's white and he was painted, and the snails are eating the paint off of him, but that's fine. He'll get a little algae covering on him after a while and look aged. And other than that, my jungle valves are still doing great. As you can see, I mean, they're all over the tank. But back here, you can see the root system sticking up a little. And so I don't have any more fluval stratum, so I'm going to take a little bit more of this pebble gravel like this right here, and I'm just going to make a little pile of it in the back. There'll be a little bank of pebble gravel back there. It should pretty much stay back there and not work its way forward. I don't like mixing gravel types. I've already layered so many gravel types in here. The bottom of this is dirty with soil, like potting mix, natural. And then it was a cap of Eco Complete Black. And then I got some more Eco Complete Black in there. And then I put a little black sand on there. And then I added a big mountain of pink fluorite gravel over here and behind there. And then I got tired of looking at the pink gravel, and I capped that with a lot of black sand. And some of the pink gravel creeps through here and there, as you can see. But it's not too bad now. I've picked out a lot of it by hand and dropped it into the back or taken it out. And then the fluval stratum that I had, that looks like little soil balls, that I did my 5-gallon with, I just took the extra half a bag of it that I had and just kind of topped off everything that I could with it. So this tank is really filled in. Some of these plants I know don't look great. I'm not an aquascaper, and I don't dose this thing every day and do whatever. I don't check parameters. So I mean, some of these little Java ferns in here are a little crusty looking, but I don't care. It's alright. It looks natural. And the hydrocotyl here, it doesn't look fantastic, but it's okay. I do put a couple pumps of Thrive in it once or twice a week sometimes. And other than that, sometimes I'll add a few drops of Seachem iron that I have. But our household lost our household lost one income a while back. So the way it's going right now is, for quite a while now here, I've put no money into this tank or anything. I mean, yeah, I was spending money when we had money and it was around. Yeah, I was buying plants all the time and trying things out and stuff, but no more money spent on this thing in quite a while, and it's doing good. I just keep up on water changes and whatnot, and I let the duckweed grow on top, and it's doing good. Everybody in here is good. They're all happy and stuff. My little white beta back here hiding. Come here. Here she comes. She's camera shy, and I can't get close enough to see her. Here she comes. It's hard to see her on camera. There she is. She's so cute. She's my favorite. The blue ram's jealous. Anyways, that's it. Thank you.